What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It is Wednesday. That means it's time to go over what sold last week. I would say it was a good, not great week. Definitely better than the week before. 18 total sales, $372 in sales. Pretty high cost of goods sold though, so not going to have quite the total cost per hour that I'd like, or the total profit per hour I'd like, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Only 15 items listed. I think that has a lot to do with it. Let's get into it. All right, up first. First item this week is a Nordic Ware. This is the Autumn Treats Pan. If you guys watch my channel at all, this is a great little item that I love to pick up. Usually you can get these things for anywhere from like $3 to $5 depending on where you find them. Obviously at thrift stores that's going to be like a little bit easier actually than getting them at garage sales, but you can find them there too. But kitchen sections in thrift stores where you're really going to find these things. They sell anywhere from about $10 to $50. This one I picked up for $4.99. And only sold it for $12, so not the best one, right? But not a bad little sale. All right, item number 2. This is Mario Party 10 for the Nintendo Wii. I actually got this from my cousin Lizzie, so thank you, Lizzie. She had told me she wanted a GameCube, and I have one of those in my storage unit. So I was like, "Well, I'll send you the GameCube if you want to trade me for any video games you have." And she said, "Sure, no problem." So she pulled out a couple, and this was the first one I listed. It sold right away. Not hugely surprising there. I think I listed it for $23.99 with free shipping. It's going to cost about $4 for first class, so it's going to end up being about $20. So nice little thing. I don't remember how much I paid for the GameCube. Probably about the same amount though. It was in that range. So nice little trade between me and my cousin. So that was fun. All right, item number 3. This is a Jurassic Park toy. I think it's a Chasmosaurus. This one's probably worth about $20 if it's working. And so I have tons of batteries for these types of toys. Opened it up, put new batteries in, no worky. So that was disappointing. I listed it for I think $15, something like that, and I ended up taking a best offer of $10. I was into it for like $3.99, so not going to be like a huge loss, but it stunk that it didn't work. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Moving right along. Farming Simulator 15 for the Xbox 360. I think I was into this one also for $3.99. I don't really remember where I got this. I remember seeing it. I remember getting it at some point and being very excited that I actually found one that was worth some money. Actually, I thought it was worth a little bit more. I think I had it listed for $19.99 with free shipping and ended up selling it for like $15.99, I think. So not bad, right? I'm going to be about $8 in profit on it. Easy. You guys know, video games, easy to sell. All right, item number 5. This one also is kind of mediocre flip. I found this at a garage sale, thought it looked pretty nice. The guy said he wanted $8. I offered him $5. He said $8. So I was like, I'll give him the $8. Like I said, it was in really good shape. It was Wilson. I was like, I'm just going to take a chance on this and see. It's definitely one of those categories that I'm trying to learn. Shipping on these things is super easy, right? With the tubes, I'll put a link down in the description below of what I'm talking about, but there's priority mail tubes you can just slide these right into. A lot of them fit without any effort. Some of them I have to end up adding another 3, 4, 5 inches onto the end so that they'll fit, but that's actually pretty easy. They're free from the post office. Just cut up one of its friends and then that's a cap right over the end. So pretty easy there as well. Sold for $20 plus shipping, right? So not bad, $12 in profit on this one. All right, item number 6. This is
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
I had picked up the left half of this at a Savers and thought because it looked cool, and I've had some luck with the Tech Deck ramps. Did not realize it needed to have the right half of the ramp either, so I was kind of disappointed, thinking maybe I can sell this in little parts, or that seems to be one way people are selling them. And then literally the following week, I went back to Savers on the same day, and the right half was sitting there on the shelf. So I talk about karma in this, where it seems like if you find one item of something you're normally looking for, you're going to find another one right away. And sometimes it's like you just miss it. Well, there's this karma of like the universe didn't really want you to have this. But in this instance, the universe really wanted me to have this this mega ramp from Tech Deck. I don't know. But because I bought it in two different times, I think I ended up paying $3.99 for each half. So I was into it for $8, sold it for $30. So nice $22 profit there. I'll take it. All right, item number 7 is a board game. This one's called Dungeon. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons game for kids. It looked cool. It was at a sale where I bought a whole bunch of stuff, including some dice, some minis, which one of the minis I've actually painted, and now my wife is using that in the current campaign we're playing for Dungeons and Dragons. So that's pretty cool. But I got a couple games. I got a Harry Potter, one of the illustrated books, so that was really neat. And I was like, I'm just going to add this into the pile. It looked pretty interesting. It ended up being not as interesting as I thought it would be, and I was like, well, I'll just put it up on eBay. No big deal. I think I listed it for 20, and it sat for about a year, you guys. So when I got an offer for $10, I think I took it. All right, item number 8. This is a Natalie item. She had been cleaning out her video game stuff, and I was like, well, I will sell it all for you. She wanted to get an Xbox One, so she wanted to make sure to get some of those profits to go towards this new system. I've already sold over $200 worth of stuff of hers, and given she gets the profit sharing there, so my commission rate is 40-40-20. So 40% goes to me, 40% goes to Natalie, and then 20% goes to fees and shipping supplies, anything like that. So right, Wii Sports Resort, this is one of the better Wii games you can find because it's kind of common, honestly, but it's worth a good amount of money. So I think I listed it for $24.99 with free shipping, which is going to net me about $21, something like that. So it's going to be like $8 to me and $8 to Natalie. So nice, easy little flip, and love to help Natalie out. So thanks, Natalie. All right, up next, Guitar Hero World Tour for the 360. This is actually the sale of the week. I can hear Amber laughing at me when I said that. $65 plus shipping. Love to find these things. I think I found this one and a one for the Wii at the same time, which I think is actually coming up in a couple listings here. But $5 for each guitar. It was missing the strap, it was missing the battery cover. Luckily, I've been doing this long enough that I have extra straps, I have extra battery covers. So I was able to easily put it back together once I found out it was working, which it was working fine. I also make sure to save these games, right? I'm always picking up Guitar Hero World Tour and Guitar Hero 3 for both the Wii and the Xbox 360, just because I seem to, well, I want to bundle them together, right? You want to get the guitar and the game. They usually sell really fast, and I've loved that the prices have stayed nice and high. Actually, the Wii prices come up quite a bit. So, but right, I was into this for, it looks like $12 when you combine the guitar and the game together. Not the like as much as I want to be into it for, but for $65, I'm not going to complain here at all, right? That's $53 in profit. So very, very happy with that. All right. Item number 10. I'm going to do item number 10 and 11 here because the same person bought them. I had them listed, I think, for $11.99 free shipping. Somebody bought both of them, didn't ask for a discount, so they paid $24 for these two figures, meaning that I could ship them for first class for about $4, and it's going to be $10. So I just split it between the two of them. These are Ben 10 action figures. This one is a little less common, but I've been finding them occasionally, right? And I think you guys will too. Look for that hourglass symbol. You can see that on a lot of the figures. I was into these things for really cheap. One of them for $1.50 and one of them for $2. So like, what is that? $3? No, $3.50? There we go. Math. So turning $3.50 into $20, like I don't mind doing that at all. All right, up next, this is the one I was telling you about, Guitar Hero 3 for the Wii. Same story, paid $5 for the guitar. I already had the game, so I just put the battery cover on there, added a strap, made sure it worked, and then listed it. And it sold. It took a couple days more than the one for the 360, but it sold for my full asking price of $50. Similar for this one, I think I was into the guitar for like $5, and it looks like I was into the game for $3. So $8 in. Love it. $42 in profit. You know, 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So I've heard. Item number 13 this week, Stephen King book. This is Wizard in Glass, or The Dark Tower number 4. Looked to be in pretty brand new condition when I picked it up. It looks like I paid $2 for this at Goodwill. Honestly, some of these books can sell really well individually, especially the hardcovers, the Dark Tower series, especially like the early ones, 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4 even. I don't think I've ever even found most of these in hardcover. But you find 5, 6, and 7, and 8 pretty regularly, I would say. Those have less value individually. But it looks like if you put a full set of 7 together, even if it's mixed formats between paperback and hardcover, you can do pretty well. So that'd be my advice there. Pick these up, stick them on the shelf, wait till you get all 7, maybe even 8 of them, because there's technically 7, and then they did another story that is in there but isn't part of the main story. Right? It's like doing a prequel thing for Star Wars. They made more that sort of retroactively affect the story. I don't know how to describe it, but there are 8 of them if you want to try and find all 8. This one sold for $10, and like I said, I had bought it at Goodwill for like $1.99. Right, $2 and a 10, nice little bread and butter flip. All right, item number 14, another golf club. This is an interesting one because this was one of the first that I had ever purchased for flipping. Basically, I found I think 6 or 7 of them at Savers for $2.99 each, and they were left-handed. They were in great shape. I did a quick little search on them, and it looked like they were selling for anywhere from $25 to $35 each. That to me makes perfect sense at $2.99. So I was just like, I'm just gonna buy them and see how I do. I have sold 4 of the 6 of them already in the $30 to $35 range. This one I had listed at $35, and I got a best offer at $25. And I'm like, you know what? It's been sitting for a while. Let's take that offer and move on. Start looking into what other golf clubs I should be buying. So right now I'm researching which irons should I be buying. Like, is there any kind of difference between low number, high number? Like, what are people looking for? If I was guessing, I would say you're going to lose like your pitching wedge, maybe your 9 iron pretty often. Like playing golf, you tend to walk around with that and your putter, and then you set down your pitching wedge somewhere and you leave it there. Definitely this has happened to me in the past. I've had to replace it. So I'm thinking that those are going to be quick sells, but maybe a little bit cheaper. So I'm going to do some research, and you'll probably see me start to sell more as my channel continues to go. So like I said, into this for $2.99, sold it for $25. Love it. All right, item number 15. Amber has been really enjoying telling me that she found this one. She does a really good job of going through the board games whenever we're at thrift stores, and she definitely knows to pull out any of the brand new ones. So she pulled this one out, and even though you can kind of see in the picture it was a little ragged, like that seal just wasn't good, it was still sealed, brand new. So I think we ended up paying $3.99 for this. Let's see. Yeah, it was $3.99. And I figured it would sell for about $25, which is what it sold for. So, right, it's not going to be the best, but again, $21 in profit. I'm going to be pretty happy with that all day. Of course, you're looking for the $100 sales, but $25 is a great flip from $4. So I'll take it all day long. All right, item number 16. This one also is this one's actually pretty bad story. One of Amber's friends was having a moving sale, and I texted her and said, do you have any video games? And she said, oh yeah, my boyfriend has some video games. Come on down. So I was like, I drove, I think, a half an hour to get there, and as I pulled up, I saw somebody else walking away with a huge pile of stuff, even though I had got there right when they opened, and I was like, great, I should have gotten here early. But the good news is, like, the guy knew exactly how much his games were worth. So he was selling them probably right at about the price charting prices, which makes sense. If people are going to pay the price charting prices, list them at that much at your sale. I was a little sad, but I also wanted to help out a friend. So I ended up buying a couple things like at cost, and I don't expect to make any money on it. So I sold this Lego Dimensions Portal 2 set for $10. That's what I thought it was worth, and that's what I paid for it. So gonna actually, with fees, lose a little bit, but I always don't mind helping some friends out either. All right, item number 17 this week. One of the lower end VCRs here. I had found 2 VCRs that were in good shape at Savers a while back. I think they were a little expensive. I think they were $7.99 each. And I've gotten into a bad habit of when I find VCRs, I just buy them. And these weren't really worth flipping. A lot of obviously I made some money on it, right? There's going to be $12 in profit on this, but it's a bigger box. I'm going to have to invest more bubble wrap and some packing peanuts into this. So it's a lot more work for this $12 profit than some of the other items that were super easy to make 10, 20, $30 on, right? So not the best flip ever. I'm definitely started looking up the VCRs again when I see them. Not every one of them is going to be a home run. So just trying to be careful there. But, still making money. Still making money. All right, item number 18 this week, and this is the last one. These 3 Finding God books, I got these for, I think she wanted 25 cents each, something like that. I gave her $1 and just bought all 3 of them. I had looked them up, and it looked like they might sell like slowly, and I think it ended up taking a couple months. But a couple months isn't too bad for turning $1 into $12, especially for books. They ship media mail, so super easy to ship. Not like that VCR in the last one there. All right, you guys, so that'll do it this week. If all you want to do is watch what I sold, thanks for watching. I'm going to do a quick little summary here before we wrap it up. But last week I listed 15 items and sold 18, so that's pretty good. I actually sold more than I listed. Total sales was $372. Fees on all that was $58. That puts us at about $53 a day. My goal is more like $100, but I also know I need to be listing consistently about 25 items a week to be able to get to that $100 a day that I'm looking for. Cost of goods sold was pretty high. It was $100 this week. So definitely a little bit more than I want to be into it for. But that's going to happen some weeks, right? Just some of these items I was buying just because I needed to buy stuff. I wanted to buy stuff, so I did. And definitely I recommend buying them cheaper. Right? We're in this to make money. But right, we did a little bit of retail therapy in the last couple of months, and some of that meant just buying things when you found them if they were interesting, taking risks on things too. All right, total hours invested last week was 9.5 hours, and that included about 4 hours outsourcing. We went to some garage sales on Saturday morning, went to a couple thrift stores last week as well. So not too many hours sourcing, and only about 3 hours listing. So definitely want to do more like 5 hours a week listing, and that's what I'm going to try and do this week. I have listed 12 items so far in the previous 2 days, and I'll probably do another. Trying to do about 6 a day this week. My friend Heather had given me some stuff, so I'm going through that, trying to get her stuff listed as well. So that's going to come out to $22 an hour. And you guys have probably seen in the news, right? The minimum wage looks like it's going to go up to about 15, so I'm still doing better than that. My lower level goal, though, is to be at about $30 an hour in profits. Right? That seems like it's a nice wage that I should be able to pay myself. And I usually am there. I think if I did year to date, I'd probably be about there, maybe even a little bit higher. So pretty happy with that. 1 or 2 weeks outside of that range is going to be okay. But always striving to do better. And I'll probably continue to push myself out of the comfort zone of that at some point and start setting my goals a little bit higher. All right, but that's going to do it this week. If you enjoyed this content, smash that like button. And if you're interested in subscribing, please do so. If you're not, that is okay. I don't mind that you've just come here to watch. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.